Cobra products were developed by GeoGround, the leading German company in geophysical measuring and underground detection techniques. With the clear goal to deliver this technology to all searchers' hands by developing easy-to-use technologies at a price available to all searchers who want to reach their golden dreams. Unleash your passion for discovering treasures by using Cobra GX 8000, the best and most reliable device to detect the deepest treasures buried under the ground easily. The Cobra GX 8000 metal detector device is the most complete device for treasure detection and excavation of antiquities, which meets the needs of professional treasure hunters and prospectors around the world. For the first time, Cobra GX 8000 includes 6 search systems with different discovering techniques that provide all the tools and functionality for professional and junior prospectors. The Cobra device contains 6 search systems distributed in the following form: the long-range search system, per person; long-range search system, dual system; free-frequency long-range search system; ion system; ionic system; bionic system; package contents: the waterproof and shock-resistant cover for the device, the main unit, the main unit of bionic system, signal receiver 2, bionic sensor, ionic sensor, ion sensor, grounding signal transmission unit. Link to connect the main unit with the grounding unit. Data transmitter and receiver for sensor system. Link sensor system with transmitter and receiver module. Group skewers for one-person system. Skewers set for two-person system. Charger 3 unit. Connector for Charger 3. Control board. On-off button. OK button. Routing stocks. Back button. Inlet wire module frequency generator. Super long distance antenna. Charging inlet. The manufacturer company. Device brand. Long range search system, single system. Collection and installation method. Take out the right arm handle and install the search antenna. And repeat the operation on the left arm handle. Connect the linking unit between the sensor module and the lever handle. We install all the components as shown in the attached picture. Connect the ground frequency generator to the main unit via the special wire. The wire at one end contains two pieces to connect the colors red and black and need to be connected on the same colors on the main device. The other end of the wire connects in a special entrance linking with the ground frequency generator. The main unit programming method. Start the main unit. Turn on the sensing unit by pressing the power button. Choose a long-range system. Choose the single mode. You will see a list consisting of 4 icons: soil, mineral, depth, and distance. We select the target type to search for from the list of targets in the metal icon. Select the target soil type from the soil icon. Choose the front distance from the distance icon and start from 0 to 2,000 meters. Depth selection from the depth icon and starts from 0 to 50 meters. After completing all the settings, the user presses the Start button. A menu will appear on the main unit screen containing all the settings we have selected. The settings will also appear on the sensor screen. The method of work. Enter the frequency generator into the ground at an unspecified point within the search area and connect the main unit with the frequency generator. Open the search antennas fully and orient the antennas perpendicular to the ground and come into contact with the soil for 15 seconds. Lift the antennas horizontally at an angle of 85 degrees in slow motion. Confirmation of contactless arms handling of the person used. The user then heads toward the south line and waits 2 minutes for the search antennas to pick up the target signals and go to him. When the antennas look towards the target, the user begins to move with the tracking of the antennas. When the antennas reach the buried target field, the state of the antennas changes intersecting. The user identifies the intersection of the antennas with a flat line in the ground. The user must search the other 3 directions northwest and take the same steps. After determining the user from the 4 directions flat lines intersecting in the ground, calculates the depth of the target in the following way. Long-range search system, dual system, installation. The package contains 4 skewers, 2 of which have a wire inlet and the others are not. Connect the link between the sensor module and the skewers with the wire input. We install all the components as shown in the attached picture. Connecting the ground frequency generator to the main unit via the special wire. The wire at one end contains 2 pieces to connect the colors red and black and need to be connected on the same colors on the main device. The other end of the wire connects to a special input linking to the ground frequency generator. Main unit programming method. We operate the main unit machine. Turn on the sensor by pressing the power button. Choosing a long-range system. Choose dual system. A list of 4 icons will appear: minerals, soil, distance, depth. We select the target type to search for from the list of targets in the metal icon. Select the target soil type from the soil icon. Choose the front distance from the distance icon and start from 0 to 2,000 meters. Depth selection from depth field starts from 0 to 50 meters. After completing all the settings, we press the Start button. A menu will appear on the main unit screen containing all the settings we have selected. It will also appear on the sensor screen. The method of work. Put the frequency generator in the ground at an undetermined point within the search area and connect the main unit with the frequency generator. The 2 people using this system should stand opposite each other, taking into account the distance depending on the length of the skewers. One person, the holder of the sensor unit, grabs the skewers with the wire inlet, and the opposite person grabs the other skewers. The 2 people connect the skewers together in the figure shown in the following picture. Lift the skewers horizontally, opposite and evenly between the 2 people. Make sure that the arms come into contact with the body of the person used. Then the 2 people head towards the south line, waiting 2 minutes until the search antennas pick up the target signals and head towards it. When the direction of the skewers search toward the target, the 2 people head towards the signal at a distance of 50 meters and they repeat the previous process and wait for the skewer's signal. If the skewers are heading in the same direction, the 2 people will go 20 meters and repeat the process again. In the case of the direction of the skewers opposite to the previous signal, the 2 people head towards the new direction at a distance of 5 meters, and the previous search is repeated until a signal is obtained in the skewers. When the signal changes, one person selects a flat line on the ground. The 2 people should search from the other 3 directions, north, east, west, and take the same steps. After identifying the 2 people from the 4 directions, flat and intersecting lines on the ground, one person will calculate the depth of the target in the following way. Method of measuring the depth of the target. The target depth calculation for the 2 systems is performed single and double in the same way as it follows. One person installs the individual system parts and follows the depth measurement process as follows. The user has to cross the flat lines in the ground to form a certain area. The result of the intersection of the area diameters is determined by the user center of this area. The user begins to measure the depth from the center of the area straight on from one of the diameters of this region. The user does not have to track the movement of the antennas in this case and stick to the movement straight. After a certain distance, the antennas will head opposite, at which the user installs a flat line in the ground. The distance between this line and the center area will be the target depth. It is recommended that the user measure the depth from 2 different diameters to make sure for free frequency long-range search system. A team of specialized engineers has developed a special technique for this device, which is a free frequency selection technique that suits the need of the user because it is according to long statistics conducted with treasure hunters. There was a constant need for this technique. How to use free frequency technology. First, we operate the device and select the long-range selection system. Second, we choose a single or dual system. Note there is no difference in the use of this technique for single or dual systems and the installation of skewers, antennas, and start work as explained previously. Third, free frequency is selected from the list of targets by pressing a button. Fourth, we routinely select soil, depth, and distance. Fifth, after completing the option, we click on the beginning of the search. Sixth, when you start the search, we will notice the start of the search process normally, and we press and move the arrows left and right to change the frequency value. The amount of increase is 100 kHz per pressure. After selecting the desired frequency, press OK again. Ion system. This system is designed according to the latest modern scientific standards and has been adopted by the latest studies related to the field and current active studies around man without realizing it. The ion system relies on the detection of active ion currents in the user's surroundings for distances up to about 80 meters. Using the ion system to start the system. First, we install the ion system sensor in the bag of the device, which bears the name ion. Second, we run the unit of the ion system. It will appear on the screen of the ion system message, waiting for the choice of operating system. Third, we select the ion system from the main unit and press the OK button. We will notice that the connection screen appears in the main unit and the transition of the unit of the ion system to the screen of the ion system. When using this system, we move the ion system unit up and down slowly or upward at the same speed. In this case, a close signal will appear on the indicator in the unit of the ion system. The indicator increases as the signal strength increases or as we move closer to the target. In conjunction with a gradual sound alert, the signal strength increases. To make sure the signal is correct, we click Reset by pressing a button mode. For one time, but different from the one that picked up the signal the first time. The step is repeated more than once if the signal continues to appear, which means that the signal is completely correct. Warning: rest should not work at the source of the signal because we will lose the signal and the device will read it as a normal level of signal. Ionic system. This system has been formulated with the latest studies related to ionic and magnetic fields emitted from minerals, voids, and underground bodies. The ionic system relies on the detection of ionic and magnetic fields in the user's surroundings, distances of up to 120 meters. Using the ionic system. To start this system, first, we install the sensor for the ionic system in the bag of the device, which bears the name Ionic Sensor. Second, we operate the unit for the ion system. We will be shown the ionic system screen, waiting for the choice of operating system. Third, we select the ionic system from the main unit and press the OK button. We will see a connection screen appear in the main unit. The ion system unit moves to the ionic system screen. When using this system, we move the unit of the ion system up and down slowly or up and down at the same speed, keeping the device slightly lower towards the ground. In this case, a close signal will appear on the indicator in the unit of the ion system. The indicator increases as the signal strength increases or as we get closer to the target in conjunction with a gradual acoustic alert that increases as the signal strength increases. The cursor moves to the right in case of metals, and the indicator appears in a yellowish-red color, and the cursor moves to the left in case of spaces and appears in blue. To check the validity of the signal, we do a reset by pressing the mode button once, but in a different direction to the point from which the signal was first picked up. This step is repeated more than once if the signal continues to appear, which means that the signal is completely correct. Warning: the reset should not be done at the point where the signal was issued because we will lose the signal and the device will read it as a normal level of signal. Bionic system. The bionic system is one of the most unique and advanced systems in the field of detecting magnetic iconic signals that surround us in this world. It was developed to capture fields from underground buried objects. The bionic system relies on capturing a field from a particular object and to start looking for another object that has the same ion field in the area around us. In other words, the device can be directed on A's body and then search the area around us for any signal bearing the same ionic field as object A. Using the Bionic system. To start this system, first, we install the sensor for the ionic system in the bag of the device, which bears the name Bionic Sensor. Second, we operate the unit for the ion system. We will be shown the ionic system screen waiting for the choice of operating system. Third, we select the ionic system from the main unit and press the OK button. We will see a connection screen appear in the main unit, the transition of the ion system unit to the Bionic system screen. When using this system, we move the unit of the ion system up and down slowly or up and down at the same speed, keeping the device slightly lower towards the ground. In this case, a close signal will appear on the indicator in the unit of the ion system. The indicator in this system will appear statically if there is a field similar to the field that was measured in conjunction with a sound alert indicating the target. The indicator in this system will appear statically. Take the field flag to search for a similar field. The sensor is directed in the direction of the desired object and press the mode button only once. The laser knows the exact direction of the sensor. Warning: there is no reset in this system, and therefore at any point you press the mode button towards it, this will be the new field to match.